it's really important life-changing message to you right now. If you were to invest 1,200 Indian rupee in Pali Papaya Ultra Infinity Coin on 16 April 2015, today you would have exactly 10 pusillion of American dollars. That's how much you missed. This is why you need to act now. You need to invest now and turn your Indian rupee into pusillions of American dollars. This is how I feel when I check the Instagram. This is how I feel when I check the YouTube. And I tell you, nothing makes me more angry. I was swiping through the Instagram today, and nothing makes me more angry than this sort of posts. Not sure if you can see it, but I make sure I will tell that to you. It says if you invest 1,000 within the first year of this project release date, and there is like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, Doge, and if you would invest 1,000 in first year of Bitcoin, you would have 10 billions. Now look, it's a fucking nonsense. Just stop these fucking posts. All of the investment advising Instagram, Twitter account, and all of this shit is worthless. It's like saying, look, if you would be Jeff Bezos' son, you would be in the line to inherit the Amazon stake worth close to 200 billion as of today. Look, if you would be born a Saudi prince, you would be a Saudi prince. Look, if you would be born poor Somali child, now you probably would be dead because you would die of starvation. This is why saying if is pointless. Why we live in the world of ifs? The ifs doesn't exist. There's so many opportunities and we never miss the opportunity. The fact that you didn't invest into something 10 years ago, something that you didn't even knew existed, doesn't mean you missed on something. Doesn't mean you would be rich, because this sort of post, this sort of communication to people make you feel like you have missed on something. You had a chance to be ultra rich and you missed on the opportunity of becoming ultra rich. But you couldn't, because you didn't even know of existing of that. And you need to understand one more thing. Look, it's not so easy to hold through the time when you owe something. You see, it's so difficult. Most of the people who were in the early days of Bitcoin, let's say, I don't know, they were geeks on the Bitcoin forum and they were checking this. And back then, you need to understand, this was something like so geeky. No one really cared about this. No one knew if it will be successful. That was just like 20 people passionate about this. So some people who in early days got into Bitcoin and mined some Bitcoin, they don't have it anymore. Like most of them don't have it. Few of them maybe had it because they never cared. Maybe some of them like forgot where is the keys to the wallet. But look, there is the example of the pizza guy, right? He spent like 10,000 Bitcoins on 2 pizzas. He didn't know it will be valuable. If he would know, he would hold it. But you need to know that holding the stuff is not so easy. If you would buy Bitcoin for like 10 cents each, and then next year you see Bitcoin at, I don't know, $5, you have no idea how difficult it is to not sell it. Because you already multiply your money so much and no one can predict the future. And back then, no one knew the Bitcoin now will be over 50,000 or 100,000. It doesn't really matter. But no one knew this. So holding is really difficult. And this relates to every sort of investments. You see, I could say if you'd invest into Tesla a year ago, you would have 10 times your money. It was, I believe it actually better performed than the Bitcoin. But it's if. No one knew that. And there was probably a lot of people who has invested into Tesla. And when the Tesla stock went 3x, they sold it because they were like, wow, this is crazy. I made like 3x within few months. You need to understand, it's much more difficult to hold things than the one could think. So you not investing in the past, you never lost, you never missed, you never really do anything. It didn't exist. It's like saying if you would invest in the seed round of the apple, you would be one of the richest men in the world. But you didn't. You were probably not even there. Maybe you were not even born. So ifs are always only ifs. They're non-existent. They work on your mind like you would miss something. But I tell you something. I know some people back from the bull run, and this is related to the if. And some people would be like, well, I checked this crypto 3 years ago and I was thinking to invest, but I didn't invest. But you see, I know the people, let's say 3 years ago, these people had $1,000 on their account. And that was all the money they had. If they would invest this 1,000 into some coin, maybe it would be 50,000 now. So it could be like really great investment, right? But these people didn't do it. These people decided to develop their business. And within these years, they grew so much that they were making, let's say, 100K a month from this business. And through last year, they were investing in crypto and they become the multimillionaire. You see, there's no ifs, because often in the past we were in completely different situation that we were now. So the fact you didn't invest your $1,000 5 years ago, maybe you didn't even have this $1,000 to invest 5 years ago. Maybe you had it, but now you already have savings of $50,000 because you developed your business, you developed yourself, and now you have $50,000 to invest. And maybe you can feel more secure now because you don't have to invest all of your life savings of $1,000. But when you have $50,000, you can invest half of it, $25,000, into some crypto project and leave $25,000 aside as the security. You see, you can never look in the past and say if, because the life is unpredictable. The life is changing. You are a different person now than you were back then. I know people who failed in the previous bull market. They were not wealthy, they failed, they lost all of the money. But after bull market, they went back to their own businesses, they developed, they become ultra rich in different ways. So don't look in the past like it would be lottery ticket. If you would hit the jackpot in the lottery 5 years ago and win 10 million US dollars, then you would spend all of this money on Dogecoin. This is nonsense. You see, you cannot think like this. Don't think like this. Focus on the shit you're doing. If you don't have money to invest, like, do your business. Don't think of crypto and investing like it would be your lottery ticket, because these ifs is probably something even less likely than winning lottery ticket, because it didn't even exist at the certain moment in your mind. That's all I wanted to say, because I was a little bit angry. So, till the next time.